Hello everyone. Welcome to La Excellence IAS Kalam program, a GS mains answer writing initiative. This is season 2, episode 44. Let us look at today's question. The question says, can the strategy of regional resource based manufacturing help in promotion of employment in India? This question is a previous year question from 2019 Civil Services Mains GS1 paper. It is from the topic of economic geography and from the subtopic of factors for location of industries. If we look at the context why this question has been asked, India has entered the stage of demographic dividend in 2018. What is demographic dividend? It is the growth potential that results from shift in population's age structure, that is, having abundance of working age population over the dependent population. Japan and China have already reaped benefits because of this demographic dividend. There were also reports last year saying that there was high unemployment rate in India. So as to reap the demographic dividend, we need to create jobs. So a question on whether regional resource based manufacturing can promote employment has been asked. What does this mean? It means setting up a manufacturing unit near the source of raw material. It is especially suited for the industries which make use of raw materials that are weight losing. These raw materials should be of high quality in India. Also, this strategy is used to decrease the transportation costs. It can also be helpful to avoid the inverted duty structure. What is inverted duty structure? When the import duty on the finished goods is low compared to import duty on raw materials. What happens because of this? Because the finished goods are coming at low cost when compared to the high cost of production of local products, the products locally produced become uncompetitive. So as to decrease the import duties on raw materials, or so as to avoid import duties on raw materials, we can source them from the local regions. This can create employment either in the new industry or in the resource producing industry, like in the mining industry, or for the farmers, because we can use farm produce for manufacturing food, processed foods. So these are the advantages of regional resource based manufacturing. So this is the context in which this question has been asked. If we look at the value addition points that can be written in this answer, this is a question from geography, and for any geography question, examples are the best value additions. For example, the Chota Nagpur plateau is rich in various minerals like iron ore, coal. So steel based industries can come up here. Because of copper, wire industries can come up. Because of bauxite, aluminium based industries like automobile or electronic equipment industries can come up. Also, software industry in Hyderabad and Bengaluru is because of human resource here. Don't forget about human resource. Human resource is the most important resource that is available to us. Also, food processing industries near the production of source. For example, potatoes in Haryana or Punjab can be used for food processing industries. The second value addition for any geography based question is diagrams and maps. You can draw a simple map of India showing various sites of resources as well as the industries that can come up there. Coming to what is to be avoided in this answer, while reading this topic of factors responsible for location of industries, we read about the various factors, that is availability of market, availability of transportation, water, electricity, etc. While water and electricity still form part of the resources, the market and transportation do not fit into this question. So try to avoid writing about them. Also avoid other causes of unemployment like voluntary unemployment or disguised unemployment. Lack of skills, yes, this is an issue, but manufacturing sector, especially regional resource based manufacturing, could be labor intensive, and as a result even unskilled labor can secure jobs here. So try to avoid the other causes of unemployment other than lack of skills. Let us now look at how to write the answer in the introduction, body and conclusion format. The introduction can be written in two forms, either by defining what regional resource-based manufacturing is, or you can write about the problem statement of unemployment in India. In the body part, if we have written the problem statement, we will have to define regional resource-based manufacturing again. Otherwise, we can go ahead with advantages of how these can promote employment, and then we can write the examples with the help of a diagram. Coming to the conclusion, you can write here about the unemployment problem in India, or how demographic dividend can turn into a disaster if the jobs are not created, and how this regional resource based manufacturing can help to an extent in promotion of employment in India. Let us now look at a sample answer. So this person writes, regional resource based manufacturing means developing a manufacturing industry with locally available substances as resources. So here he is trying to define what regional resource based manufacturing is in the introduction. He is then writing, can regional resource based manufacturing promote employment? He writes here, it creates jobs in the new manufacturing industries. We have already discussed this point. Increased demand for the resources can increase employment in the resource producing sector. For example, if I set up an industry, automobile industry near the aluminium producing region in India, apart from giving employment to my automobile industry employees, I will also cause an increased demand of aluminium, because of which in the mining industry there will be an increase in employment. Coming to the next point, he is writing, labor intensive industries can be promoted by government policies. Government can come up with policies which can promote regional resource based manufacturing, especially those which are labor intensive. And then he writes, village based cottage industries based on agro products can promote self employments. I think this is a good point wherein agro products or agriculture products can promote self employment. Somebody can set up a small ginger garlic paste factory based on ginger and garlic production, or some small industries which are regional resource based can promote self employment, that is another form of employment. So he is trying to tell the various ways in which regional resource based manufacturing promotes employment. Coming to what he writes further, he is writing about some examples could be wheat or potato based food processing industries can come up in Punjab and Haryana. We have already discussed this example. Steel based manufacturing industries like locomotive or automobile industries near the steel plants. And then he has given another example of aluminium based industries like automobile industries, and electronic equipment or furniture industries can come up in Madhya Pradesh or Chhattisgarh area. He then writes, dairy industry in Gujarat providing employment to lakhs of dairy farmers. We have Anand Milk Union Limited, that is Amul, which is providing employment to lakhs of dairy farmers, and it is also using resources from the local region. So he has tried to give 4 different examples. He has mentioned how it promotes employment, and he has also given examples, but there is a lack of diagram, I feel. He should have inserted a small diagram here and marked various examples here. For example, wheat or potato based industries in Punjab Haryana region, steel based manufacturing industries near the Chota Nagpur plateau, and aluminium based industries here. And then in the Gujarat he spoke about milk industry. A picture speaks more words than 1000 words. So Try to incorporate diagrams wherever possible in your answers. Let us see what he writes further. He is writing, regional resource based manufacturing can help in making India as part of the global value chains, because we are trying to resource the raw materials from here itself, and also in improving the employment rate in India. You all know that India could not do well in the manufacturing sector because of not being a part of the global value chains. By trying to resource the raw materials from India itself, we can try to become part of the global value chains. He then writes, to make use of the demographic dividend, India needs to reduce her high unemployment rate. Regional resource based manufacturing can act as one of the mechanisms to promote employment in the low skilled jobs. So this is the conclusion he is giving to the answer, wherein he is writing about the demographic dividend. To make use of it, we have to reduce the unemployment rate, and this regional resource based manufacturing can act as one of the mechanisms, especially for the low skilled jobs. So he is trying to make one more point here, that India is low in skills, or the Indian population, majority of them is low in skills. I think this is a decent conclusion, a simple conclusion. If we analyze the entire answer, he has written a decent introduction describing what or defining what regional resource based manufacturing means. Then he wrote how it can promote employment. He should have drawn a diagram or a map, which he did not do. He has given good examples. And then he wrote that this can serve to promote employment rate in India. A simple answer, a good answer. Let us come to the end of our discussion. Before ending, let me give you the task for today. Read about the various factors for location of industries throughout the world. Read about them, read various examples, make a note of 2 or 3 pages, keep it ready for your mains preparation. Examples are very important for geography. Try to remember 1 or 2 world examples as well as Indian examples for each of the factors responsible. Let us all meet again tomorrow. Thank you.